Hiya, my name is Stacie Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
Hello, I'm Julie Johnson.
And I'm Mircha Murariu, and we're senior pro pickleball players and members of USA Pickleball. One of the best feelings on the court is crushing an overhead for a winner. However, if you miss it, it can be one of the worst feelings. So today we're going to talk about how to crush the overheads for the winner and how to avoid the errors.
When the pickleball is sent up in the air, whether intentionally with a lob or with a bad shot, you have two options. One, try to take the pickleball out of the air with an overhead, or two, let the pickleball bounce and hit the pickleball off the bounce. Typically, you want to keep the pressure on your opponents and hit the pickleball out of the air. So, to crush the overhead, number one, immediately rotate your body sideways to avoid backpedaling, which can be dangerous on the pickleball court. Number two, move your feet by moving sideways and not backpedaling to make sure you are positioned to hit the pickleball out in front of your body. Number three, raise your paddle up by your ear with your paddle laid back and elbow up, and point your non-paddle hand at the pickleball out in front of your body. To note, this is important to help guide where you will make contact with the pickleball and can also help block the sun on sunny days. 4. Bring your paddle square to meet the pickleball out in front of your body with full arm extension. If you are right-handed, think about hitting at 1 o'clock if you imagine a clock in front of you. If you're left-handed, you'll hit at 11 o'clock. And 5, finish your overhead by following through the pickleball down and slightly across your body.
Also, you have to be aware of where your paddle angle is. So, because where your paddle is angled, that's where the ball will go.
Be sure your paddle angle is down into your opponent's side of the pickleball court so you don't sail the pickleball out of bounds, but not too far down that you hit the pickleball straight into the net. One reason your paddle angle could be down toward the pickleball net is that you could be collapsing your top half or dropping your head or eyes at contact. Avoid collapsing your top half and keep your head and eyes up at contact. Lastly, consider adding angles to your overhead that take the pickleball off the court to the left or to the right in order to make a more difficult return for your opponents.
A strong overhead, especially a strong overhead with angles, will certainly discourage your opponents from lobbing against you.
If you like this pickleball video, be sure to share it with your pickleball friends and partners, and we'll see you out on the pickleball courts.